What's going on, everybody? It's been a little while since I've made a video, and I actually filmed all the content of rebuilding this truck and lost it, unfortunately. But I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown on how I took a Ford Ranger that I acquired for around $400. Let's just say I traded something that was worth $400 and got this Ford Ranger back to absolute glory. Now, I do have a lot of photographs, so I will upload those photos in this. When I got this truck, it was beat up badly. And like I said, I'll plug some photos in this thing. In this video, I'll let you guys see how bad it was. It had these really horrific wheels on it too, and a big dent in the door. Had a bunch of holes right along the fender wells. I'm assuming the bed had come off of another truck. I'm not sure the whole story, but I'm guessing at one time it had some trim, so I filled those in, welded them up, and then I done a little bit of skim coat Bondo and got it all fixed up. Now this truck here is a rattle can paint job for now. I wanted to make sure I got it all one color, got it sealed up, primer and painted. That way it'll inhibit any kind of rust that might come down the pipeline until I'm able to paint it. Let's check out the interior. This thing's a 5-speed. And got an Apple CarPlay radio. See, the truck originally was blue. I have not painted the door jambs yet because I'm actually going to do a real good base coat, clear coat, and probably like a really good wet looking candy paint job, I guess you would say. So, when I got this machine, the engine ran terribly. This is a 2.5 liter, which I don't know how many of these that they made in 2.5. I'm not sure. One thing I do know, the majority of them were 2.3 Limas. This is a 2.5 Lima, which was in the turbo cars. So it's the same motor, but I believe they had different pistons. I could be telling you a lie. This motor here ran, but it had a giant chunk out of the piston, and I'm going to insert the photo right here.
Basically what happened, make a long story short, he visited a young lady, went over to her place.
Or a little video clip. So as you see, this thing ran like that. It also had 4 collapsed valves. I tore this motor out, put it in my building, cleaned everything, scrubbed everything really good. Right here you see I got the engine out of the truck. One thing I did do was take the wire loom and ohm everything out. There it is. I got it out. It took me about 6 hours to get it out of the truck. I was completely by myself. My brother come help me a little bit. There's the new pistons in the block. I wish I had the build where I'd done the rotate assembly and everything. Checked my crank bearings, checked my main bearings, and they were all 100% in spec. We just had a piston issue. So I went back through it with brand new Clevite bearings, also brand new pistons and rings. I gapped the rings myself, got everything 100% perfect, and this thing runs like a sewing machine. This thing is so smooth. Yeah. Yes. There's a lot of things I'm planning on doing with this truck. It's just going to be constant improvement with this vehicle. Also, whenever I got it, it was completely missing a front grille. The headlights didn't work. They were trashed. I completely replaced all of that. And it wasn't shortly after getting this thing running, I was doing the break-in. Right now we got about 500 miles on it. It's about due for an oil change, but the oil is completely spotless in this thing. It is so clean. And guys, this thing, it just runs so good. But like I was saying, during the break-in process, my throwout bearing went out. So I upgraded it and done a conversion. Actually, O'Reilly's, the master cylinder slave cylinder that they sell now is a cast iron design, where I'm pretty sure that the factory original is a plastic, which was what was in this thing. And it was junk, and it failed. So I went with the cast iron you pay a premium price. It was like 400 and I want to say the whole everything together with the clutch, master cylinder, slave cylinder was about $400. But well, got a brand new clutch in it, brand new master cylinder, slave cylinder. So while I had the transmission out, I went ahead and serviced it, new fluids, new seals, made sure everything was good, and this thing was perfect. This thing is amazing. Got the pre-bled set up, and guys, I really just installed it, and I instantly had pedal, no bleeding required. Cold air conditioning. Also with the rebuild, I put a new oil pump in it, all new lifters, lap the valves, clean the head, clean the block. Got the deck of the block as clean as I could get it, and the head, the two mating surfaces, I made sure I used some copper spray when I done the head gasket. Everything in this motor, bell house, everything throughout of it is torqued perfectly. And guys, this is what I've been working on for the past, the motor rebuild took me 7 days, from tear out to reinstallation, 7 days exactly. And I got this thing back together. It's been a pretty cool project. Like I said, I'll have some video clippages of some of the stuff that we've done to it, some pictures. But yeah, this thing's incredible. And we're going to do some videos with this truck. A lot of upgrades. I want to do a leveling kit on it in the front. I'm going to rebuild the front suspension. I'll make a video of that. And guys, yeah, that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. All right, guys, as you can see, whenever it was out, I went ahead and scrubbed everything. I mean, scrubbed it. I did hit the cylinders with a ball hone. Right here is the heads. The heads is actually in really good shape, other than the lifters being bad. So replaced them, got everything really good, clean all that carbon, got all that carbon off. I spent hours just scrubbing carbon, scrubbing the valves. Went ahead and give the engine a really good clean paint job. Made sure it looked really good and presentable, putting it back in the truck. Went ahead and built the entire motor, everything, pretty much timing set and everything, of course. Got it in time before I put it back in the truck. And guys, this thing, immediately, once installation, it fired right up with no issues at all. I mean, it just runs so good. And that's the key to doing a build, is making sure you take your time. If you have to do it twice, I'm pretty sure I put the timing set in this truck 3 different times just to make sure that everything was 100% perfect, top dead center. Cylinder was top dead center, valves was in position, everything was perfect. And guys, that's the difference. Whenever I put the engine back together, I actually added 2 extra additional grounds from the block to the body and the frame, just to prevent any kind of future grounding issues. I know a lot of these older 90s, early 2000s vehicles have grounding problems. Went ahead and checked everything, and it just really helps to go ahead and do stuff like that. You know, check all of your electrical connections, ohm everything out. And guys, thank you for watching. We appreciate it, and we'll have some more videos soon.